Hello, this is Mrs. White, and I will be discussing about the lunar cycle or the phases of the. Now, before we start, let's take a look at the moon right here. So, I'm pretty sure that you have seen this at one point, so think about that, but we are going to discuss more about it in detail. So, we'll start first with reflecting on these two questions. First, describe the shape of the moon on one instance that you get to see it at night. And I'd like you to think about, by the end of the month, do you know how it looks like? If so, how does it look like? So you're going to answer that in your box today, which is related to the focus questions or essential questions that we are going to answer today throughout the video. First, why does the moon look different every night? And can you predict its appearance every single day? Now, let's start first with what a lunar cycle is. Now, the lunar cycle is the change in appearance of the moon as it makes one full revolution around the Earth. And we're going to take a look at each of these changes in appearance that happens. Let's start first with the new moon. Now, the new moon is the first phase of the moon, and it appears unlit from the Earth, so we actually can't see it. Now, the moon is between the Earth and the Sun at this point in time. Now, as you can see here, there's like an inner circle. The inner circle is actually just its position, and at the same time, it is actually looking at the Sun, Earth, and Moon from space. And so sometimes it's kind of confusing on this diagram, but I just wanted you to make sure that you know that the inner circles represent looking at the Sun, Earth, and Moon from space. So that's pretty much it. So I want you to answer this question: where is the moon located during the new moon? Next up, we have waxing crescent. Now, as you can see on the arrow, that's waxing crescent, and the lighted part of the moon as seen from the Earth is increasing. Now, the light on the right is new and bright. And think about the shape of your waxing crescent, kind of like a crescent roll. Now, question is, which side of the moon is lit or illuminated during waxing crescent? The next one is your first quarter. Now, the first quarter is when the moon is 1/4 of its way through its cycle. Now, from the Earth, it appears to be half lit on the right side. Question is, which side of the moon is illuminated during the first quarter? Next up is waxing gibbous. Now, from the Earth, the moon appears to be more than half lit on the right side. Now, the light is shaped like a football. Next up, we have full moon. Now, the full moon from the Earth appears pretty much fully lit. Now, the Earth is between the Sun and the Moon at this point. So, the full moon actually can only be seen from dusk to dawn at this point in time. And remember, the lunar eclipse are pretty much rare, and the Earth's shadow usually doesn't hit the moon. That being said, based on the image, how far through the lunar cycle is the full moon, you think? Next up, we have waning gibbous. Now, waning gibbous from the Earth, the moon appears to be more than half lit on the left-hand side. Now, the lighted part is now decreasing. Now, I want you to discuss the difference between the terms waxing and waning. Write your answer in the box. Next up, we have the third or last quarter moon. Now, the moon is 3/4 of the way through its cycle. Now, from the Earth, it appears to be half lit on the left this time. Next up, we have waning crescent. Now, the lighted part of the moon, as seen from the Earth, is decreasing on the left-hand side. And again, the shape of the light is crescent. Now that you've learned about the lunar phases or the phases of the moon, I'd like you to give your best answer to the following. Number 1, Why does the moon look different every night? And number 2, can you make predictions about the moon's appearance? I hope this helps in understanding what the lunar phases are. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you in class. Bye!